What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 7th annual Halloween special. It's hard to believe it's been 7 years that I've been doing this. I've been doing YouTube a lot longer than that. I've been doing about 12 to 13 years. But 7 years in a row doing the Halloween special under the new show. So that is pretty fantastic. Actually, 2 of the years I think was under the old show. And then it continued on with the new show. We had the Handheld Gamer before that, and then the Daily Nostalgia show. So it's continued on. This year I picked 13 games for Halloween. So unlucky 13, or lucky for some. It doesn't bother me. But I picked 13 games, some really excellent ones. Most of them I haven't even played before, so really looking forward to it. So without further ado, sit back and let's get this party started.
This is a warning to all living mortals, that whosoever opens this chest of games will release 13 of the most frightening Halloween video games upon the face of the earth.
Why me? Why not someone else?
Because you did a video on them. 13 nostalgic, fun, and spooky video games to play this Halloween.
The Daily Nostalgia Show. Haunted memories, let them go. Cobwebs in the attic of my soul. The Daily Nostalgia Show.
Welcome to the Daily Nostalgia Show.
Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night is an action role-playing game developed by the in-studio Artplay and published by 505 Games. The game is considered the spiritual successor to the Castlevania series and was released on the PlayStation 4, Windows, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Now, the game is a Metroidvania-style game. It is similar to Symphony of the Night, and you play as Miriam, a character who must explore these rooms presented throughout this castle, and you're fighting monsters and bosses and gaining keys and powers that'll let you explore areas you couldn't reach before. Now, the player gains new weapons, armors, and accessories throughout the game by defeating monsters and finding chests. Now, the equipment provided either gives you stat boosts, some are weaker, some are stronger, so you have to keep checking your stats, and you get defensive and offensive bonus ups and so on. Game is pretty good. I'm surprised I've just started playing it this year finally. I've had it forever on the shelf. But that is my number one pick, my first pick for Halloween. Now, the second game on the list is Devilish, released in 1991, also known as Blood Omen in Japan. Now, the plot of the story is a prince and princess were in love with each other. They were really in love with each other, and then a demon got jealous. And so he came to the earth and turned them into a set of stone paddles that you would see in a pinball machine. Suddenly a ball came into existence that they could use as a weapon in order to defeat the now ruling over the kingdom demon. The players have to use the 2 paddles, the upper one and the lower one, to defeat the demon. The lower one helps prevent the player from dropping to its demise, whereas the top one you can move around, so you can move it to the left, to the right, or straight up and down. And you can also adjust how fast the ball goes. So it's an interesting game mechanic. I found this game actually pretty fun. I never heard of it till this year. Someone suggested it, and pretty good suggestion. I'm really enjoying Devilish, so definitely check out Devilish if you like these type of paddle ball type games like Arkanoid. Now, the third game on the list is Doom 64. Now, this was released in 1997. Now, this is a suggestion from my friend Nicole, and it's a good pick. She said pick a Doom game, and I picked one. And the one I happened to pick was developed in 1997, and it was done by Midway Games Studios in San Diego. So, coincidence again, somehow San Diego came into play because she lives in San Diego. Now, it received positive reviews from the critics praising its graphics, level design, and soundtracks and atmosphere, with some people criticizing the lack of new gameplay elements compared to the previous games of the series. Now, it has all the weapons that are present from Doom 2, just with new sprites and sound effects. Like the chainsaw has 2 blades instead of 1, the fists have blood-stained gloves instead of the brass knuckles, the plasma gun has an electric core that emits a sparking sound, and the rocket launcher has a small kickback, and the shotgun in the game reloads a lot faster and has a grip instead of a under the barrel held. So a little bit differences, but it's a fantastic game and it has a cult following, and good suggestion by my friend Nicole. So awesome number 3 game on the list. The 4th game on the list is Fatal Frame. Now this was released in 2002 on the Xbox version I'm playing. It did come on originally first out on the PlayStation 2 in 2001, but this is the Xbox version. I've never played a Fatal Frame game, and I gotta say I'm really enjoying it so far. It's kind of like a exploration, kind of similar to Silent Hill. Very spooky game, very crazy sound effects, scary stuff going on. A lot of ghost scares, things, little creepy things in the background. A lot of horror elements. You start off with her brother in the beginning. He's searching this mansion of someone, the mentor that he used to follow, that disappeared in this mansion. And he finds that his camera can attack ghosts, and once you take pictures of them, it harms the ghosts if you capture them on film. And so then you play as his sister when the brother goes missing, and she's going hunting for her brother. And very interesting, scary, spooky game, and really awesome. So definitely check out Fatal Frame.
Woo! Hold your hat, don't crack, we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Are you feeling time is running out? Are you feeling like you're trapped and alone? Do you finally want to break these chains? Get rid of those insecurities and call Mockingbird Getaways at 1-800-321-1313 and we will book you a vacation right away. Get that final rest that you deserve.
The legend lives on. Castlevania Circle of the Moon. All new for the Game Boy Advance. Now back to the show.
Here is Ghostbusters, released in 1990 on the Sega Genesis, but this is the ROM hack version, which was released last year, the special edition, which added a lot of missing characters that should have been in the game originally, which is Winston Zedmore, Louis Tully, and Janine. So they've added those 3 characters, and they've done some other things, done some balancing to the characters, like certain characters have certain stats. Like as you can see here, Winston Zedmore can jump higher, and then so on. So it's pretty awesome ROM hack. It was a great addition to have these characters that should have been in the game originally. And the game is a lot of fun in general. It's a tough game. It's really challenging. There are end bosses, there are battles, and so on. But a lot of fun, and they've added some other things, rebalancing of enemies, attacks, and so on. The game is really awesome, so definitely check it out. The special edition of Ghostbusters, the ROM hack. You'll just have to compile it yourself. Now the next game on the list I really wanted to play for a long time, but I didn't have a PC, and that game is Grim Fandango. This is remastered on the Nintendo Switch. Now they've done a lot of updating to this game. They've remastered the lighting, so they've done all the lighting and shadows. They re-recorded the sounds with a live orchestra. A new point-and-click interface, so they got rid of the tank controls and made it friendly to controllers. And they've done a lot of other things, but there's an excellent point-and-click adventure, funny storytelling. It's almost like playing a live action of a Pixar movie or something, kind of reminds me of, with funny elements and storytelling. And I really love this game. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad I'm finally playing it over these years. It's a LucasArts game back in the day, and it was really well praised about for many, many years. People kept talking about it, you must play it. And finally I am, and I can see the magic, and I'm really enjoying it. So definitely, if you like funny games, funny storytelling, great games with a point-and-click adventure, check out Grim Fandango Remastered, because it's excellent.
That sounded more like 4 messages to me.
Now the next games on the list I didn't know nothing about. I just knew they were built off the Doom engine. And that is Heretic plus Hex, and today we're going to be taking a look at Heretic. They're both based off the Doom engines, and really excellent shooting games. Shooters, boomer shooters if you want to call it. I don't know what they call these now. I think they're called boomer shooters. But really excellent games. They are built off the Doom series. And I gotta say, very cool games. I didn't know what to expect. I just heard good things about it through people's channels and so on. And I gotta say, I'm really liking the games. I can say they are a lot of fun, built off the Doom engine. The only difference between this and the Doom engine and other ones is you can shoot up and down. So you can shoot up and down, whereas in Doom it's always fixed, and it does shoot up and down for you. So it's a pretty excellent game. Really interesting power-ups, weapons, and so on, sound effects, and enemies, bosses, and everything. So definitely check it out if you like the Doom shooters, because this is awesome, especially for Halloween. The next game on the list is an awesome one and a cult following, and that game is Holy Diver on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now the game was released only in Japan for many, many years until 2018 when Retrobit Studios published it for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now the game was, like I said, was developed by IREM, which is a Japanese company, and the game was based off the 1983 album by Dio, Holy Diver, but the game was never officially licensed by the band. The game has the 4 main characters named after the musicians, such as Ronnie James Dio, Ozzy Osbourne, Zakk Wylde, and Randy Rhoads. And other characters and locations in the games are referenced to the rock music, such as the Crimson Kingdom and the Black Slayer. Has a total of 6 levels. It's an awesome game. At the end of each level, you get a new spell to continue on. Very challenging, very hard game. So this is, like I said, Holy Diver on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and definitely a great game for Halloween, so definitely check it out. Now the next game on the list is on the Atari 7800, Halloween Lasts Forever. Now this is a ROM hack game, but pretty excellent little game. It's a lot of fun. It's challenging. Kind of reminds me of Asteroids, except for you got a little defense or a star castle. You got a little barrier around you, so that helps block some of the shots, and you got to keep smashing these pumpkins from smashing into you and breaking away your shields. And you just, it's a score-based game. You just keep blasting until you're dead. So it actually is a little fun, so definitely worth checking out. Like I said, this is called Halloween Last Stand, and plenty of jack-o'-lantern goodness coming to attack you, so a lot of fun. Now the next game on the list is a howling good time, and that is Luigi's Mansion 3. I have played the first 2, and didn't beat them all the way, came pretty close on both of them, but picked up the 3rd one, had it for a while, just haven't played it till this year finally. And I gotta say, this is really a fantastic, great game, and I can see why a lot of people keep saying this is the best Nintendo Switch game on the system, because it is full of charm, great graphics, great sound effects, great storylines. Everything about this game is a lot of fun, and there are little jump scares here and there, lots of puzzle elements to solve, and it's just a really fun game. And you get the new characters such as Luigi and new abilities and so on. And this game is just full of charm, a lot of fun. I really love the Luigi Mansion games, and what a great game to play this Halloween. If there's any games on this list to play first, this is definitely the best game of all of them that I can say that I'm really enjoying the most, because it is family friendly fun, but at the same time it's just so good. Everything about this game is so good. That's why I'm showing a little bit extra footage here compared to the other games that I played. And there's a lot of different elements of trying to defeat these bosses and end bosses and enemies and so on. And there's new abilities to unlock and all kinds of fun gadgets. And they bring back the Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boys in this game is your HUD, so you can use it to talk to, as a virtual companion, talk to the Professor Egad and so on. So I was laughing when I saw that they brought the Virtual Boy into the system, into this game. So really a great game, and like I said, full of charm. It is really a lot of fun, and I just keep wanting to play it. And lots of levels, lots of floors to climb, and don't want to ruin the storylines, but a lot of fun, so definitely worth checking out. And that, like I said, is Luigi's Mansion 3 on Nintendo Switch. Even the Vampire Kitty here approves of the next game, and that is Maniac Mansion on the Amiga 500. Now, I've wanted to play this game for a long time. My backlog's huge, so many years ago. And I didn't have a chance to play it back then because I didn't have the PC. And I kept hearing about this game, another LucasArts Films game. And I heard that the storyline was funny and it was a good game, great creative writing and so on. And finally playing it, and I gotta say, Maniac Mansion is an awesome game. I'm really enjoying it. You get to pick one of 3 characters. Well, you get to pick 3 characters. There's a total of like 10 or 12 to pick from. And then you go through this mansion trying to rescue somebody. I think the whole storyline was originally what you're going in here for. They disappeared. And it's just got this funny storytelling and great gameplay. It's a point and click adventure, but really fun. And we're talking Amiga 500, but the graphics look pretty darn good still to this day. So I'm really enjoying it, and definitely worth checking out if you like these point and click adventures, because Maniac Mansion is another classic that should be revisited and checked out. First off, let me apologize for my sucky gameplay, because I'm not good at these types of games, but Undeadline is a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up with role-playing elements from top-down perspective. Now, this game is pretty awesome. You play as a character who is just going around attacking demons and monsters and so on with his weapon. And as far as I know, you just kind of vertically keep going up and getting power-ups and so on. There's not much of a storyline that I know of here, except for that you're attacking these demons. But boy, what a challenging, fun game. Cool elements with some light RPG elements. It's just not good at these type of games. One hit and you're dead, or maybe a couple of 2 or 3 hits. I can't remember how many hits it is, but I am not good at this game. I played it for about an hour or so, and I really enjoyed it from what I played. But if you like these shooters, then you will like this game. It's really a fun game, and it's a lot of challenge. So just expect that, and there's a lot of cool power-ups and weapon upgrades and so on. So this is Undeadline on the Sega Genesis. Next game on the list was originally released on the Amiga and the Atari ST, and later ported to the Super Nintendo Genesis and so on, and that is Wolfchild. Now, this is an interesting game. It's a platform game, and the plot revolves around a biotechnology researcher named Cal and his son Sal. And so when his father is kidnapped by an evil organization, Sal uses his father's invention to turn himself into a wolf-human hybrid similar to a werewolf. Now, it's like I said, it's a platform game. It kind of reminds me of a really fast-paced Altered Beast, except for when you transform into only one animal, human form thing, which is a wolf. And for some reason, this wolf fires energy bolts out of his hands. But it's still a lot of fun. It's still kind of interesting game. It's got me hooked on it, and definitely challenging. And the level design is pretty interesting. So definitely worth checking out if you like these interesting games you haven't played before. Something different than the normal. Just check out something new. It's not like a fantastic game, but it's pretty good. and you'll definitely enjoy it. And that is Wolfchild. This is the Sega Genesis version. So let me know what you thought of these 13 games on the list here. There are some excellent ones on the list. I gotta say, Luigi's Mansion 3 is the top one. I'm really enjoying that, having a lot of fun with it. Really, really good. And I gotta say, I also like the Grim Fandango Remastered and Maniac Mansion on the Amiga 500. So I'm going to be playing all three of those throughout the season. The other ones are fun too. It's just I'm going to concentrate, see if I can beat these games first. So let me know what your favorite on the list is, or what games you're going to be playing this year. Maybe ones that I don't even know about. So anyways, that's it for this episode. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. And if you like this video, like this one up here or that one up there. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.
The moon is high, the nights aglow. A pumpkin grin starts to show.